Hey guys, it's James, and today is Tuesday, so you know what that means. New video! Woo! So obviously you can see that this video is uploaded on a Tuesday and not a Friday, so that means you guys get 2 videos a week now. Wow, exciting. You get to see more of me. It's super cool that 300 of you guys thumbs up my last video because you wanted to see more of me. Can we do it again on this video and get 300 more likes? Let's find out, shall we? It is August, which means next month is September, which means a lot of us are starting school soon. So this video is going to be basically centered on back to school stuff. I'm going to give you some advice, tips, and even a little bit of a DIY. Let's get started! So for this video, I'm basically going to talk about kids that are going into like freshman year or like their first year of middle school, because I think that's like the hardest year because it's like the transition year. I'm going into a sophomore in high school, which means I was a freshman last year, and to be honest with you, my freshman year was really good. However, a lot of you might not be as lucky as me to have really good teachers and really like fun actual classes, so today I'm going to give you some advice on how to survive your freshman year. The most important thing is to be yourself. If you live in a school district like me where there's a bunch of schools and they all merge into one for high school, you're going to meet a lot of new people and you probably are going to want to make friends and not lose your friends and not be annoying to everybody, so just be yourself, try to like stay calm, don't be like an obnoxious freshman like everybody says, just like keep it cool. Another really important thing is dressing nice. The way you dress every morning to walk into school is how people are going to see you every single day. When you go back to school shopping, maybe experiment in some new stores. That doesn't mean you have to spend a lot of money though. You can always go to the clearance and sale rack and find some great pieces. If you're a girl, unless it's that time of the month, I would try to avoid wearing sweatpants and try to dress a little classier, because then boys will be like, ooh, she puts effort into her clothes. If you're a boy, I would avoid wearing your pants past your butt and maybe try some classier stores like J. Crew, H&M, etc, and then the girls would be like, ooh, he puts effort into his clothes, maybe he's not so dingy. The biggest tip of advice I can give you for freshman year is to stay organized. It is so important to have all your files for like each class organized so you can get them when you need them. Last year I thought I was being really organized by using binders for every class, but let me tell you that was the worst possible decision I could make. Also, I had a really small backpack from American Apparel and I could never fit all my binders in it. It's really important that you limit the amount of times that you go to your locker throughout the day so you can never be late to your classes. I would definitely recommend using folders and notebooks for the classes that need it. This year I don't even know why, but I used loose leaf to take all my notes, so I was never organized and I was all over the place, and it was probably the worst decision I made for my freshman year. When you're in a class that takes notes, definitely use like a 5-subject notebook so you can keep all of your notes organized and like in chronological order. That'll make things so much easier, and when it comes time for studying, you'll know where everything is. Speaking of folders, normally when you buy folders from like Walmart or CVS or wherever you may buy your folders from, they're usually boring and just solid color. Today I'm going to show you a really simple DIY so you can spice up your folders and notebooks so they're not as boring and you can find things easier. Let's get started! For this super simple DIY, we're only going to need a few things. Today I'm using some folders, a composition notebook, some Mod Podge that I got at my local Michael's, a Sharpie marker which is optional, and also a craft sponge. For the first notebook, I'm going to make a collage, so all I'm doing is scrolling down my Tumblr feed, right-clicking on images I like, and saving them to my desktop. Once you have all your images selected, simply put them all into an image editor such as Adobe Photoshop and resize and arrange them to however you want to make the perfect collage. Once you're done, simply print it out. Once your image is printed out, just use your Mod Podge and your craft sponge to paint with your glue all over the top of the notebook. Now just arrange your collage however you want on your notebook and make sure you smooth it down because you don't want any air bubbles and you certainly don't want it to come off. Well, my camera actually stopped recording during this part, but all I did was apply Mod Podge here, here, and here, and then I folded over the paper and smoothed the sides down. Once the notebook was dry, I'm just using a Sharpie marker to draw in bubble letters the name of my subject. For this notebook, I'm doing math. And here is the finished notebook. Yes, it looks a little bit messy, but I was in a rush because honestly, I didn't think I'd be making this video today, so you guys rock for getting 300 thumbs up. These do-it-yourselfs are super customizable and you can really do whatever you want. For the folder on the left, I used one image, blurred it, and then I used the text tool to write science. I really hope you guys love these DIYs, and here is me posing with my new supplies. My last really big tip for going back to school is get enough sleep. Sleep is what's going to ultimately hurt you throughout your school year. I'm going to be honest with you, during my freshman year, I fell asleep in my first 2 periods several times. I mean, luckily I had really good teachers that made a joke out of it and didn't get mad, but you might not be so lucky and you might have a teacher that will embarrass you in front of your whole class, and you don't want that. For teens our age, it is really important to get between 8 and 10 hours of sleep every night, which is really hard considering a lot of people have school, then sports, then homework, and like family time, etc, etc. In order to maximize your sleep time, I know it's going to be really hard, but you need to get rid of all your screens. Like 30 minutes to an hour before you go to bed, it's really important that you turn off your phones, laptops, computers, whatever you may have so you can go to sleep better. Science time! There's a chemical in your brain called melatonin which helps you sleep. When you're looking at screens before you go to sleep, they actually give off a blue light, and blue light decreases melatonin levels, which makes it harder to fall asleep. Instead of playing on your phone and checking your social media accounts before you go to sleep, maybe try reading a book or like drawing or something simple like that doesn't give off screen light. Alright, that's all I have for this video. I really hope you guys enjoyed it and got something out of these tips. If you guys did enjoy this video, please don't forget to give it a big thumbs up and subscribe down below if you haven't already. To be honest with you guys, the things I'm looking forward to most this school year is math class and seeing all my friends again that I haven't gotten a chance to hang out with this summer. What are you guys excited for this school year? Tell me in the comment section below and I'll definitely reply to some of my favorites. I love you all and goodbye! So like surprisingly enough, I did this video all in one take without making a lot of mistakes, so I don't have any bloopers. Boo, I suck. But hey, you should follow me on Twitter and Instagram if you're still watching this. The links are like right there and in the description, so follow me, keep up with me. Maybe I'll follow you back if you have nice information. Goodbye!